Okay,
This is the first.
calling to order the Stormwater Bylaw Working Group meeting for September 30th, 2025. Gonna do roll call. John Salo,
Here.
Oh,
Josh Levy,
Here.
you can do the head of the table if you
Sue
want.
Barber,
Here.
Janine, no, it's not here. Okay. Preston Hall, Tom Ryder,
Here.
Deb Anderson,
Here.
Trip Hayes, Joe Prondak. All right, we have a quorum. Do
Hold
we
on
have
a second.
minutes?
Joe Prondak is trying to come in, so give me just
Okay.
1 second to give him an invite.
Sure.
Because he can't find it on his end for some reason. I don't know why, but I will respond to him. Reply. There you go. Yep. Send.
It's like a ninja.
Okay. Hopefully he'll see it.
Right.
Just give him a second to log on here.
Sure.
Hi, Josh. Welcome.
Hello.
Sue, Larry. Oh,
Why?
see what I did? I just did to myself.
you
Oh,
moving?
Reed came in.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm having trouble with the connectivity here.
But they can hear us. John, you can hear us, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, here's Joe. Allowed to talk.
So
Promote.
Hey, Joe.
I couldn't get the speaker to work
Promoting.
and I couldn't get it to be off echo. So the audio was working, but it was echoing, even though I
Oh,
had stuff
there he
on.
is.
Hey,
Hi,
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Hi, Joe.
All right, so Joe Prondak has joined us as well as Josh, so we have definitely a quorum of
Yep.
almost
Okay.
everybody here.
Great. And then minutes. What do we have for minutes?
Okay, so I did post minutes for the last 3 meetings. However, I did post them at like up until 5 o'clock tonight. So I doubt anybody's looked at them, but would you like to review them real quick here? And we can just vote on them as we see them, or do you need time to look them over?
Thoughts?
Sue,
I didn't see them.
I know, but
What are
do
they?
you want to review them now?
Would
I
you
can
need
pull
more
them up
time?
and we can look at them unless you need to
Do we-
physically see
do we need
them.
more time for
in
this?
person.
I think
Let's look at them later. We'll
I
pass
did
them.
look at them and they look good.
there are 3.
I'm not.
Okay.
Joe
Oh.
says, John says they look good. I
Good,
like his endorsement.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Do you want me to just open them real quick and we can decide if we wanna,
Let's do it.
all right,
Are they
let me-
on the website? I'm sorry,
they are on the SharePoint site.
thank you.
You're
3
welcome.
sets. There were 3 sets. Wow, good work.
Yep, there are 3 of them there. This is the 16th, which is the first one from last week, well, a week, 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
So I don't have the, I don't have the select board and obviously not tonight. So I don't have the select board one and tonight's, but I have everything else all caught up and posted to the SharePoint page. So here are the meeting minutes for the 16th, which is Tuesday of 2 weeks ago. We met, everybody who was there. It was Kevin, Josh, Sue, Tom, Deb, and Joe. We approved meeting minutes from the 3 meetings prior to that because they were so pushed together. So the 21st, 26th, and 27th were all approved with edits that Sue pointed out that I made boo-boos on. Motioned by Sue and seconded by Josh. Motion carried unanimous. Upcoming finance committee meeting conversation. We just basically discussed that Kevin's going to summarize the bylaw updates, which he did with Deb, Tom, and Joe, providing technical support for questions from the finance committee. We also had some input from John because he's an expert in his field. All available members should plan to attend. Finance Committee is expected to focus on financial impacts to the town and residents rather than to contractors. And that's the meeting where I committed to compiling the data on the number of permits issued by engineering and building and estimate total additional time requirements based on the 30, 50, 70, 100%, which is that handout that I gave to everybody at the Finance Committee, which summarized all that information. The increases in permit review and inspection needs. The group had no precise way to predict how many additional permits the town may receive, so these estimates are the best means of illustrating potential staffing impacts. Engineering desktop reviews were estimated to take 15 minutes each approximately, and building would add one more stormwater inspection to current workflow, estimated at about 20 minutes on average. The discussion with Finance Committee would also potentially, we thought at the time, would address potential cost impacts to the residents. That was the case, but I had some information in that packet that I gave you guys on that night as well that gave some breakdowns of what I thought the cost impacts to residents may be. We also discussed additional comments that we received by Dave from Conservation and suggested edits to avoid misinterpretation. I don't think we actually change much of anything on our bylaw, but that was what we discussed. Stormwater regulations draft, we went back to that to edit some more and continued reviewing it, clarifying language in the bylaw to make sure it was consistent with the regulations. We also defined the need for appendices proposing inclusion of the engineering's design standards and conservation sample O&M plan. That was our full 2 hours and then some. So we motioned to adjourn by Joe, seconded by Deb, and carried unanimously. So that is the 16th. Do you want to go over the 17th?
More than anything.
Oh, Deb, you're always
All right.
such a team player. I love it.
Yeah.
All righty, opening up and sharing today. 17th, here we go. Okay, back to my Zoom screen. Here we go.
You're gonna need a new block of paper soon, Tom.
And 17th, share. Okay, and can you see the 17th up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 17th, again, this one was at Town Hall. This was the Finance Committee. So we were down in the Great Plain Ave room. Their members present was Kevin, John, Josh, Deb, Tom, Joe, and Sue Barber.
Wasn't Janine on Zoom?
Was Janine on Zoom?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't recall. I didn't see her on there, but I looked at the video on the that was posted and I couldn't quite tell. I can double check that though. So we did roll call and we didn't have Janine accept a roll call, so that's why I didn't assume she was
So
online.
maybe I might be wrong.
Okay. So summary of the updates to Finance Committee. Kevin provided the summary overview of the purpose, need, and elements of the proposed changes. Finance Committee provided questions and comments as feedback, including how large will the department be to administer the bylaw? Based on estimates, do we not anticipate adding FTEs? Potentially we'll have some public meetings, including contractors, to be sure understanding of updated bylaw. That was offered by Tom. Is the increase in permits due to new construction or new activities? What impacts are there to permits already in process? Confirm the updated bylaw is only applicable to new permits. If the updates are passed, it is not retroactive. What is the approximate estimated impact to cost to a resident? Has there been any modeling or pro forma comparisons to current project versus if the project cost would be under versus what the project cost would be under the proposed updates? Is there anything in an existing home that would trigger the bylaw? What is the cost to the town on capital projects in relation to the updated bylaw? Basically, they were asking us if it would impact our current costs that we have estimated out on capital projects. Confirming that this update is not affecting the town in terms of infrastructure projects. Basically, any flood mitigation or roadway work and stuff like that does not necessarily fall under this. It's more of that's a capital project, not a NIPD's issue. When was the public hearing? Were there builders present? That was one of their questions. Confirm the purpose of the changes are trying to increase the applicability to not further impact the drainage system. So basically, they just wanted us to make sure that we were clear about what we were applying the bylaw to, just so that we didn't, basically, so we didn't have more increase in small diameter drains because of if the applicant couldn't meet the standard, their automatic decision shouldn't be to go to small diameter drains. Does the maintenance requirement fall to the building department as well, was the question, and we quickly shut that one down, that it's the resident's responsibility. Currently, there is no compliance after the system is built. So basically, they were questioning the fact that we didn't have a whole lot of enforcement or any other way to check on it after the building part of it was done. They asked, what are the enforcement mechanisms? What happens if a house is purchased? How would a homeowner know if the system is in compliance? Confirm that the final certificate of occupancy would not be approved until recording at Registry of Deeds is confirmed, and Joe did that. Is there an impact on timeline to build or workflow timing? So basically, does it add, and do these updates add anything to the permitting process? Are there any records of systems already in place, meaning anything that's already been installed in the ground? Do we have a way of tracking it? At this moment, no. Definition of a qualified soil evaluator, we need to review to strengthen it, which we had done the night before and shared that with them. Administration section, they asked if does it cover the Dover Amendment? I don't actually know what the Dover Amendment is, but everybody seemed to think no.
I can look it up.
It's a schools, it's
Yeah.
for school.
Daycare.
School is exempt from some zoning because
I figured it had to do with Dover.
I figured it had to do with Dover, Mass. I don't know.
That's
Anyway.
what I am just like, whatever.
yeah,
The Dover Amendment applies to zoning only, not to general bylaws.
right.
See, and this is why we love you, Jim.
Me too.
Operation and maintenance. Is there a thought or fee or penalty if records are not provided? So basically, they wanted us to give some consideration to if people don't provide us the information, and Tom's response is basically, well, if we don't have it, we're basically not going to give you another permit until you get it. So there was that. Enforcement, are there financial penalties paid to the town if not compliant? Need to beef up the enforcement section, which I think we tried to do, and Chris Heap had commented on our changes. Has the select board acted on this yet? We responded no. They put on for a vote on their October 8th meeting after the select board hearing because they wanted to see if the select board approved it or not. And then Kevin motioned to adjourn. We didn't second it. I don't know if we really need to in that setting, but everybody said no, said yes, and we were done.
Wow, super.
Okay, so there's the 17th. We got one more. Are we up for it?
You're gonna make a motion or?
Well, you were gonna
Hold
say,
on. We got one more.
Yeah.
Hold on.
one more, which is line.
One more.
Of course.
One more.
Of course. Go for it. We're on a roll
More than anything, right, Deb?
more than anything. That's right.
More than anything. I love it. Okay. And Zoom meeting back up.
9:18.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And this is the 18th.
The triple header.
Yep, because we couldn't get enough of each other.
No.
Alrighty, so here was the 18th. At this meeting was Kevin, John, Josh, Sue, Deb, and Tom. We recapped the finance committee, discussed some of the things that they mentioned and suggested to enforcement section changes, which we did. Stormwater.
We're losing you.
No.
It
What
was
do we
that
do?
last
Did we
sentence. The edge.
Additional meetings and documents. was we scheduled this meeting, the one on September 30th, and discussed the format for the scheduled select board hearing on 9/24. I shared with the working group the document given to the town manager for the warrant article. And we voted on posting the bylaw draft and the posting of the regulations draft. Everybody agreed, and then motioned to adjourn.
Right. Excellent.
Okay, any questions?
Wow.
I move acceptance of the minutes of the September 16th, 17th, and 18th meetings.
I second.
Okay, so Josh motions, who seconded?
I second.
Great.
Okay, let's do a roll call vote. John Saylor,
Yes.
Josh Levy,
Yes.
Sue Barber,
Yes.
Tom Mayer,
Yes.
Deb Anderson,
Yeah.
Joe Quandak,
Yes.
and I vote yes. All right, approved.
Okay. Do we want to take a moment to look at the website page where everything is posted really quick for people to reference if they need to point people to it? Or do you guys think you got that under control and got it good?
Is there any changes that we need to?
There was a
Mhm.
small change to the website. Let me just grab it real quick.
That was Mark Neiman. Question survey from Miles. Something.
Close. Oh, share screen. Sorry, I forget you guys can't see what I'm seeing.
Do you guys have a meeting next week, or is it the second week in October? Was that?
For 14th.
Okay, good. I've got some
Uh,
regulations I need to.
Okay, can you guys see the website page?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So under your government boards and commissions. And boards, commissions, and committees. All committees. Come on. Stormwater.
The revamp
All right,
of the
so
website, yeah.
yeah, we had a refresh last week. Stormwater bylaw review page. Okay, so I added all of the documents over here on the top right corner in a drop-down menu, so it was a little bit less busy on the page, so people didn't like freak out when they looked at it. So stormwater documents, I have in here the bylaw draft and also the regulations document, as well as the summary that we had put together for the select board weeks ago at our original informational session. The addition to this was a compare to the current document, which is what was requested by Amy Haleston, our communications director, saying that people were informing her that it was hard to see what the differences were. So I did a compare and contrast document, which
Oh,
looks
yes.
like this. Because, you know, people love to look at things. And when I did it originally, I said we decided not to do it because it was so busy and so confusing that it just didn't really make sense to do it. But she said it would make sense. So I basically just kept the markings for things that were removed. I did not highlight the things that we added because we added a lot. So there was like lines all over the place. It's very confusing. So basically in here, there's a red line through things that we took out, but I kept all the language that we put in as having been there.
Nice
So
work.
anything that was removed is in red, or yeah, in red.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
That's supposed to be helpful.
And that she says that's helpful to the people reading it. I didn't see how it was, but that's just me.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So
Um,
that is the only change. Is there anything else that you feel, I mean, obviously the Q&A would be put on there eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
Candace,
I don't have it yet, so.
the select board did vote last week to make one change to the stormwater bylaw regarding the trees.
Okay.
There was a vote afterwards. Okay.
There's a vote afterwards, yeah.
And what was that for?
On the trees, there's Chrissy and Katie King were gonna draft a simple.
Mhm.
Something saying into C regulations.
So the
Right.
3 trees per
Right,
System,
chamber.
yeah.
per chamber, that was taken out of the bylaw.
Okay.
And hopefully that same language will be, in my opinion, will be in the regulations,
Regulation.
but it was taken out of the bylaw.
I didn't think they were taken out. I thought they were.
But it says to refer to the regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So the 3 trees was removed, but the tree issue
Yeah,
referred to.
correct.
Right.
That makes sense, because tree preservation.
So they did they approve it?
yes, as amended.
Well, we put
That's
it in the
true.
warrants. Yeah, we did, you're right, yeah.
Okay.
So was that change already made?
I haven't seen the final text.
Cause I didn't, yeah, I didn't get a new text from Miles about it.
Okay. All
So
right,
once, if he
so
sends that
won't
to me,
have-
I'll put that up on here.
But I think today is the print deadline for them, so.
It
triggers
is.
If you, Kim, if you want to reach out to Miles, I bet he has it.
And
So,
so,
Okay.
so that won't have to be an amendment at town meeting.
Correct.
It's gonna be already done. Okay. Okay.
Right. So in terms of that, I did have the following article information, final draft sent to me by Katie today, and I responded back to her and everybody who was on the thread. This is what's going to appear in the article as the overview of it. The only things I changed was essentially I made bylaw a hyphenated word because it was hyphenated in some spots, but not in others. So I just made it consistent. If she chooses to take it, she does. I'm not sure.
you need a capital L.
I didn't do the capitalization. I figured if they decide to change it, they'll hopefully
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
up on that. Show markup.
Is this, will this be, would this be on our SharePoint site, Kim?
The article,
Oh, this is the warrant article.
this is a warrant article. I don't
Well,
usually
okay,
put that on the
if it goes to
SharePoint, but I
print,
can.
we probably could put it, yeah.
Yeah, I could if you want me to, but I did not. So the only thing I did was that.
Mm.
I also suggested some wording changes, and I don't know if they're gonna accept it or not, or if it would be approved or not, or anybody agrees with it or not, but I just put it in there as my personal opinion. Whether or not they agree with it, I don't know. So in property owner responsibilities, they have a sentence in here saying permit applicants would be required to record the existence of stormwater management systems and their operation and maintenance plans with the registry of deeds for the knowledge of future property owners. I suggested that, oops, where am I? Right here. Nope, right here. I suggested that perhaps it would be prudent to add operation and maintenance needs are determined by the type and size of the structural SEM and set by the manufacturer. Basically to clarify, based on the question by the resident about homeowners being able to maintain it. Because if they choose a unit that needs a professional cleaning, there's nothing we can do about that. Like, we're not the ones who lay that out for them. So I didn't know if that was
Okay.
a good thing to point out. In the paragraph before it, I missed this one. It says, further defines requirements for properties with low permeable soil to reduce anticipated connections. I thought that word should be additional instead of anticipated. Because we don't necessarily anticipate them, but we don't want additional if we can at all help it. The other
I see
one,
you questioning this, Justin. Yeah, I know by the manufacturer. Is that what you're questioning?
No.
Okay.
okay.
You wrote this, not
Speak
Katie.
now or forever hold your.
Katie, well, I wrote, she based it on that original document that I presented to you guys, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But she expanded it out a little bit through a conversation with Tom and I, and went over a little bit more detail, because she wanted it to be a little bit more robust than what we had put in there. I only had 4 or 5 paragraphs. She wanted it a little bit more specific. And then under enforcement and in the property owners, it says this amendment. I don't know if we would consider the update an amendment, because we're not amending it, we're updating it, like we're changing the whole document. It's not an amendment.
I
So
think
I
it's a-
said- Huh?
I think it is an amendment, because there's an existing bylaw and where, I mean, the amendment is to delete what's there and put in something new.
Yeah, I just suggested changing it to say the proposed update, like they referred to it in the previous paragraphs, but any of these updates, none of, I said to her, none of them are material. Take them
Yeah.
or leave them type thing. It's up to you. Okay?
Kim.
All right.
Alrighty, so there's all that business. Now, the next thing on tap, what would you like to do next?
All
Q
right,
and
we're doing
A's,
Q&A,
Yeah, Q&A.
okay.
we have to vote on that, right? Do you want to vote on that too? You know, go over, John, you have some questions about it?
Yeah, and I actually hadn't seen what Kim had posted earlier today, which is excellent. So I had additional comments on it. So I don't know what's the process? What's the timetable for finalizing that?
Defines the Q&A?
Yeah,
Q&A, I think it's ongoing.
As soon as
we're-
possible, yeah.
but
We should
can-
have it out there. Yeah, we should have it out there as soon as possible, only because it might help people when basing their opinion as to what they will and will not vote for.
Right.
You had a list too, Tom, didn't you?
Yeah, so there was,
About listening.
yeah, there was a list that we, had, was developed. Katie sent most of the questions over. Some were from our listening session. And I think we're probably gonna keep coming up with more, so I think we should just post what we have answered so far and then kind of hear what other
Yeah.
people are saying and just keep redeveloping it.
but I thought that the purpose of the frequently asked questions was it would be primarily for the town meeting members
Yeah.
Yes.
to really understand. And when and how does the documents get provided to the town meeting members?
So there's the digital tabletop, right?
Yes, but we can also, so the town clerk usually sends a mailing, well, will send a mailing of the physical warrant. And so if this is ready to go, we can, to
Mhm.
Kim, we can send it to the town clerk and ask her to include it.
Right.
Well, I
And
have
we can-
lots,
we can
lots,
send a link too. So like if there's any more that come through after she sends it, then we
Yeah.
could continue,
Right.
go to the website for more information.
but let me ask a question, because I didn't think the purpose of frequently asked questions is to respond to every question that anybody has asked at any time. It was to be sort of, what are the most common questions? How can the select board members get up to speed quickly to understand it? So as I went through it, all the stuff was very good, but I thought it was incredibly long and incredibly getting into some minutia just because somebody asked a question. So
I don't disagree with you, John, and I put
Mhm.
every question and answer we had out there, because I figured we would decide which ones we wanted to keep and which ones we thought didn't really belong on this document.
Good. I mean, I think having the documentation of all of that is absolutely valuable, but I think it should be pared down to really be a 2 or 3 page list that's can be digested by sort of the average town meeting member who. So anyhow, maybe you're Kim, maybe you're thinking along the same line.
I was, yeah. I just put any question and answer that we had on there, so we could pick and choose which ones we thought were more prudent and more appropriate. Once we decide finally which ones they are, if we can keep it to either 2 pages or 4 pages, because my thought is it's either going to be a back and front document, 1-page document, or it's going to be a booklet style document. So it needs to be an even number of pages. So whatever that means to you guys, that's what my thoughts are.
Okay.
But I agree with John, the shorter the better, like,
Yeah, I think 2 pages is fine.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
A 1 page, which would be 1 page.
We
I
can
also had another document that I created because I have
Sure,
nothing
where
better
is it?
to do with my life. that kind of went over what's changing in the bylaw to kind of go with that red line document, because I felt that document was just useless, in my opinion. But again, I'm not a town meeting member, so maybe the other people find it. But I kind of tried to sum it up a little bit more, a little bit better, instead of looking at
That's
that red
great.
line.
I think so.
So I don't know if you want to incorporate some of this into the FAQ page,
Where is that,
or
Randy? What's changing?
The changes.
Yeah, no, I see it. Where's this,
That's in the documents folder and.
reference size with deliverables, documents?
Yep.
Yeah.
it's under SharePoint. Yep.
Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
that's great. I think that'd be really important.
You're amazing, Kim.
I know.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
thanks.
Do you think there were any questions at the public hearing that we had difficulty answering? I think when Franklin Gold stood up and started talking, I think it kind of. I think he was asking questions that he said, you should think of this, you should think of that, wasn't really questions you should think of.
Yeah.
But I think.
Yeah,
when
I
we-
don't disagree with his statement about the, the tree part of it, in terms of if you live on a wooded lot, adding 3 more trees per unit is not necessarily going to benefit anybody, and it could just be more of a nuisance. However, like I was talking to Tom after the meeting, we do have a statement in the bylaw that the permitting authority retains the right to waive any portion that we don't feel would be beneficial. So if at any time somebody was like, look, I don't really think I need to do that because I have, 80 trees on my lot as it is, and it's a 4-acre lot, why am I adding 3 more trees? The permitting authority could always waive that if they chose to, saying you do not need to do that based on, the sky is blue today, or based on you don't need it because we feel like you'll meet the criteria, or whatever the reason may be. But we
That's
left it,
understood.
yeah,
The
we left it
stormwater.
as the permitting authority's
Yeah.
choice or right to say they don't have to agree with any part of, with some parts of requirements, depending on the site and condition.
So there's no requirement that the trees survive or anything?
We do not, because we do not have a
So they just
mechanism
plant
to
them and then
inspect
they
it later.
Plant them the next day.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
so,
yeah.
so Kim, I thought, I'm not sure how
Good point,
explicit
good point,
that, the waiving ability is.
In the regulation.
In the bylaw, yeah. To me, it's the DPW may take action to enforce the provisions of this bylaw.
So maybe in the
I'm
regulations,
not
we
sure.
want to add some language about the ability to waive requirements.
Maybe not, yeah, is it
So
waive?
the tree bylaw committee discussed this last night,
Yeah.
because whatever they do is gonna replace this.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of discussion about how you ensure that the trees survive.
Mhm.
So whatever they put in, I'm hoping is gonna be more comprehensive.
Yeah.
This is just a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was more of a stopgap between now and the creation of an actual tree bylaw. Just a way to start addressing the issue and at least get it in people's minds that that was gonna be part of it. It's like, because Joe's brilliant wording stated, it's in lieu of an actual bylaw. So once that bylaw takes effect, that pretty much goes away on ours.
Right. Kim, I'm sorry, where is this? What's changing, Doc?
It's under the in the SharePoint, under
Yeah.
documents.
Yeah,
Under deliverables,
reference
documents?
Deliverables, documents, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Hold please. Hold please. Oh, I might not have put it in here yet because I didn't, I just said, I
Okay.
just showed it to
It should be
Tom
some-
originally, because I
Okay.
wasn't sure if it was even gonna be beneficial to have out there. So I didn't want to put too much information out at people.
No, that's good. All right,
Maybe when
where's
the
that?
people
I look
have
forward to
to
reading.
report
Okay.
on their meetings.
All right,
their
I swear it
system,
was in
they
there.
can report.
I was like, I know
Yeah.
I saw it. Okay,
Yeah, the
that's what I
FAQs
did
was in
see,
there,
yeah.
the FAQs is in there, but the what's changing document was not, so.
Okay. Do you,
Question,
yeah,
Sue and I were just chatting. So as far as the trees surviving.
Yeah.
What if we made it a requirement when they reported on their stormwater system? That they report on their trees at the same time?
Just isn't it kind of assurance until the tree preservation kicks in?
Yes, we did maintenance and these are our trees.
I think
Well,
at this
what's gonna
point-
be, if they say the tree died the following year, what is
Right.
our
We're gonna find them.
retaliation of it? But find them how much?
no, it's true. The owners could cut them down. I think they're to be planted, they require, and that's the conditions of getting your permit. And it would just be there.
That, I think maybe the same requirements as Conservation Commission has that.
If you let it die, you need to say.
Not the,
It's
no, not necessarily the 2 year, but the percentage that should be still alive.
Oh,
You know, in a year.
75%.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in a weird way, electrical aggregation in town. About, we pushed the town and people into a cleaner energy mode
Mhm.
as a default setting. And the psychology is most people will never tinker with that. Everyone's allowed to go down to another setting in the usual mix, pay more, but what you're given works is a greener mix. And very few people change it. It's just the way it is. Inertia is a wonderful thing. Same idea with the trees, I think. If the tree's planted, people are like, okay, trees are there, and they'll never touch them. If there are no trees there, they'll never plant them either. So this just gets trees on the property.
Mhm.
If they cut them down, I'm sorry, it's a shame. But the other option is there would never be trees planted. Because people, you look around town, it's like,
I think
retail's
it needs
been
to be a
around for 20
blanket. I don't think there should be waivers for the trees.
Yeah,
Then we're
yeah.
gonna be like,
It defeats
well,
the purpose.
30% of my property is forested, and then it just becomes
Well,
this thing. I
so
think
as far as the waiver is concerned,
Yeah.
like maybe there's like, if you can't plant trees, then you donate 3 trees. Or
yeah,
whatever.
but what is their criteria of I can't plant trees? What
Well,
does that
maybe-
mean?
Well, they'll add 3 trees to our nursery and we'll plant them.
Well, yeah, then everyone will do that.
Well, it would have to be a condition that like. Most of the people are not gonna be like, oh, I want you to take 3 trees rather than. Our developer who's gonna be tearing down the house anyways to do it.
But in that area, I mean,
Right.
the whole purpose really is to get the tree canopy back in there.
On the
On
property,
site.
on the property
On site.
line, right, yeah.
So then is Eddie just gonna
Screening.
put them like on town properties or?
Probably in right of ways and some people are option for trees on their property up next to the right of way.
I don't think we should give them these choices.
I
I
agree.
think it's
Why
gonna
wouldn't you
take
be able to
more
plant trees on
oversight.
the property? Why wouldn't you be able? to
In
plant
fact,
trees?
Because they're Vanessa.
we took that out of our
Yeah.
tree guideline. Do you remember that? There was a fund
Yeah,
where they could donate
Yeah, because
trees.
there wasn't. a
We,
plan.
no, it never
Yeah,
ended
yeah, they're
up
doing that.
happening and.
Yeah.
They've taken out.
Yeah, but out of the whole lot, you'd think they'd be able to plant.
Well, yes,
Exactly.
we know they don't.
Really.
So it's tied to, you put in the, infiltration tank, you're planting trees.
Yeah, I just
I
don't think
think-
we should be
these are-
micromanaging this, giving them waivers, giving them, oh, I have too much forest and,
Yeah, no,
what
I
does that
agree.
mean and how
I
do you
agree.
prove
I
that?
think it's tied to if you have a, infiltration tank. It's tied to that. If you need an infiltration tank, then this,
Then you're planting 3 trees.
well, it's like, if you have it, then. Yeah, you've obviously cut enough trees because you've been doing enough of a project that you need these tanks, and
Mhm.
therefore you get 3 trees.
Yeah.
And ties to what many people push back and say, why didn't you go to 2 inches on capture instead of 1.5 inches? It's like, yeah, we did 1.5 inches, but you're planting trees too.
Yeah, I mean, the main point is that they're gonna have to clear an area to put in infiltration chambers. And, which means trees are gonna disappear. And I think it should be clear cut that,
Yeah,
3 trees, maybe, I don't know, maybe you could go down to 2 trees for each infiltration chamber instead of 3. But I think there should be a follow-up to that too, to be sure that those trees are.
From
planted.
the-
How many
so
people-
how soon is this tree bylaw gonna come into?
We're
play?
targeting next October 26th.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
just a
don't-
quick,
Just.
Can I
You
make a
guys
yeah.
don't
quick
meet three
comment?
times a week,
I'm
do
sorry.
you?
Joe has a comment. What's up?
well, just, enforcement is resources. So the more we have to follow up on, we went to the stormwater we went to the finance committee and said, we think we can handle this. But if we keep adding enforcement measures, follow up on this, follow up on that, that's going to change. The need for staff, the need for resources to follow up. Follow up takes resources. So we just need to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I
Hallelujah.
agree. That's why I'm like, plant the trees. There's no waiver, there's no this, that, individual, blah, blah. It's just-
Yeah, I agree, but I think one of the select board members was pretty adamant about putting some language in for the wooded lots.
Yeah, that was Mary Ann. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Again, that's why I fall back on, it's up to you guys, the permitting authority. So if it's a wetland area and you decide, I don't care if you have a wooded lot, I want the 3 trees in there, it's your prerogative to say, you still need to put them in. Whereas,
Well, one of the comments he had is, does it have to be a tree? What about bush, like the high brush blueberries? Is that?
No,
I said, no.
that's a no.
Yeah.
No, bush is not the same as tree.
bushes do not have the same root
But that's-
system as a
That's
tree.
one of the comments that he made.
Yeah.
Well, pretty soon after the tree preservation is gonna kick in.
Yeah.
So it's not,
Right.
and growing seasons, but I mean, how many, the bylaw won't even be effective until what, February, March? The new bylaw maybe, if it
No.
passes.
Oh,
It might
yeah,
not be
right.
effective, so you go into you might go into at the most 2 growing seasons, and then the tree
Mm.
preservation will kick in,
Right.
yeah.
So the regulations will really have to be clear on this, and to your point, you say no waivers at all, right? Is there
No,
any
you don't
conditions that-
manage 3 trees, it just,
Yeah, I agree with Debbie,
Yeah,
I don't know.
no,
it's just more work, I mean, that's just gonna be more work.
So pick smaller tree species, and they have to be native trees, non-cultivar.
do you have a list?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, it's on the
so that'll be
conservation
great
site.
for guidance that, I mean, because all the guidance that we can put together for
Mhm.
people, the better.
Okay. Quickly, how, oh, go ahead.
I think the tree thing is a stopgap, like I don't wanna lead with trees in the stormwater bylaw.
Mhm.
Yes.
But that came up, right, but.
Right. I mean, that gentleman did point out ahead of time. He's like, I kind of found it odd that there was trees in the stormwater bylaw. It doesn't even really apply to this or belong here. So he was kind of confused why it was even in there. But if it was in there, that's why he had the question about what you're planting on what kind of a lot, so on and so forth.
He was also upset that highway had to cut down a tree in the right of way near his property.
Yes, he was also upset that we
Yeah.
did things over a Jewish holiday, which I get, but at the same time, given
Mm.
our tight time lane, I'm not really sure how much
Yeah.
weight that held.
Well, he also had the same thing on Facebook the next day. Did you see that?
I saw that, I didn't see anything about the holiday issue.
No, just the conversation
Yeah.
in general.
I do feel too, with the stormwater bylaw, until the tree preservation kicks in, does have a bit of a responsibility to preserve all the trees that are gonna disappear.
Mhm.
To preserve some kind of tree canopy
Mhm.
with, because all the trees that are gonna disappear, with the
Right.
new construction. So
Right.
I'm glad we have something in here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, so can we focus on the FAQs
Yeah.
at this point and get to that? So I ordered the ones that were provided to me as far as what we've received so far and based it on the list from Katie, the list from Tom, and the general questions and answers I already had on that spreadsheet. So this is what I have. So on the right, the document is the frequently asked questions document that I made. On the left is that what's changing that I haven't posted yet anywhere until we decide if we want 2 separate documents or if we want to incorporate them all into
Do you
one.
mind blowing it
single.
up just a little bit? I see Sue itching.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask-
I'll blame it on you, but it's me too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question.
Kim, my issue is just first off, like, I think the big questions we should lead with, like, was the purpose of the proposed stormwater bylaw update? That's more important than what's an impervious surface.
Yeah, that should be
Okay.
first. I agree.
And then next would
Sure.
be, why is it?
Yeah, I
important
don't
to
have these
use-
in any specific order. So if you
Yeah,
want them in
no,
another
that's okay.
order, just let me know.
And then the next one would be why is it important to manage stormwater runoff? And
Tommy?
Okay,
Kevin, can
Okay,
you
so
get rid of
we-
the, at this point, the stormwater bylaw update, what's changing, or do we need that?
Yes, I
now? 'Cause
can.
I can't see the full, because of,
there we go.
yeah, there we go.
That's better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, you can just tell me what you guys want to see. I'm happy to change whatever it is. I'm not.
Yeah, I couldn't read the full questions.
Yep. Okay. So changing the order so that what's the purpose? Are we okay with the answers that I have there?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought they were fine.
Okay. Okay. So that's first.
The only
Second,
question is what-
next,
Yeah. What's that picture next to what's the purpose? What's that of?
the purpose, it's a gavel.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to say bylaw update, like I don't know how to picture a bylaw
that's-
update.
Nice, that's nice.
I didn't see. Well, my God. Okay.
It's great format.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
I like it.
Thank you.
And then maybe next would be, how does this update benefit the community in the long term?
Can I just back up
Questions?
just for a
Yeah,
second?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna ask, instead of update, should it be revision? Is
Oh,
this,
right.
is this really a revision versus
How
update?
does this new bylaw?
With the purpose of the, what's the purpose of the proposed stormwater bylaw revision? Revisions or it's just
Well,
a
it's more
update?
than a revision. It's a whole new.
Which is stronger, updates or revision?
Maybe update.
Yeah,
Okay.
update,
Okay.
revision is fine,
Okay.
update can be everything.
Move forward, keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I guess, yeah, how does this benefit the community would be the next question, and I've lost track of where I am, but. John, what did you think for the,
No, I'm with you in terms of putting those big hitters up front. But I think what follows beyond that, they're not numbered, so benefit the community, that looks good. Do we anticipate the likelihood of flooding? That I thought that fit well there.
how about the next one being, how will the recommended changes impact the cost to build, renovate, or add to property? Because I think that's a lot of people gonna sink their
Mhm,
teeth
yeah.
into that.
Yeah, that certainly needs to be in the top 10. Where is that one now? I'm lost.
Third
Hold
page.
on, hold on, hold on.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to highlight the ones that we've done something with, so we don't do anything with them again.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive Kim
Smart.
crazy here.
It's
Mhm.
okay. All right. What was the question you had about?
Oh, how will we recommend change, how will the recommended changes impact the cost to build, renovate, or add to property? I think it's on
Okay.
there.
That's here. I have a pretty long answer for this, so whether
Yeah.
or not you like that or not, or want to shorten it up a little, I don't know if you want to review the language I have, or if you're okay with it for now, we just see what it looks like.
And I think it kind of flows in, I mean, if the answer get longer. But the next question is DPW and staff capacity. And then we go into,
Now,
that might be getting so much into the weeds. It's like we're really, it might be a question at town meeting. And I think we can answer it.
I
I'm
have
not sure we,
I have a question based on what John just said.
yeah,
Does it make sense to do top 10 frequently asked questions and stop there?
yes. And just do top 10?
Or however many fit on 2 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
We
10's probably about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that, but yeah.
Joe, what are your
DPW
top 10?
staff capacity, that's the one you want?
Well, I
Yeah.
think that might, I mean, that might be getting into the weeds.
Yeah.
Right,
Because.
I mean, maybe
Mhm.
the enforce the new regulations?
I could actually imagine that FinCom will discuss that in their presentation.
Yeah.
They will, because they were big on that. They like that data and they'll probably include it. So I'm not sure we need to take part of our 2 pages or top 10 to go into that.
Have they voted
Okay.
yet on it?
They're waiting to the,
The 8th.
Okay.
all right, and then the issue of, all right, and maybe on the, let's see. How did residents stay informed? No, that's. Talk to the building department, that's not
That's,
required.
yeah, that last question is not, I mean, by the time we get to town meeting, that's
Yeah,
too late.
Okay.
um,
How many questions are
So-
included right now?
What happens if someone doesn't
25 or
follow the
so, or-
stormwater regulations?
The 25?
Well, I mean, I got 12 and then she has like another.
Okay.
What
Some of
happens if
them
someone doesn't follow them? Is that a question you want?
no, well, that's the enforcement, that might not be bad. I think I would jump to the 1.5 inch question. Why was
Yeah.
1.5 inches chosen?
Yeah.
There is a question about, is there a lot couldn't be buildable? I don't think that's like critical for passage. I think.
That was on Facebook, I think, going to what your comments were on. Somebody was commenting, and was like, potentially you won't be able to do an addition, and, you know,
Right.
yeah, they were kind of saying that.
So it'll cause more tear downs,
Yeah,
because
that's,
it'll be,
Right,
so I think that's something, there's a question that's probably gonna.
Mhm.
I don't understand that logic.
Yeah, it could work the other way, I think.
Yeah.
I agree.
well,
It
yeah,
could-
that's what
It
we,
could work the other way,
Yeah.
that, you know,
yeah,
less tear downs and more renovations and.
right.
additions, really.
So the answer is that I put for. What do I do with my question and answer sections? There was existing, so additions under 25% building permit requires.
25% or 50?
Under 25% built, it requires a building permit and requirements are set in the regulations for those.
Okay.
So it doesn't have anything in the bylaw. New construction. For more than 50% addition, under and over 4,000 square feet of impervious area, there are permit requirements under through the building permit. I put these together, so Kim, did you incorporate my answers into
Yep.
your question and answer? Okay. So,
Can you send that to me?
And then 25.
yeah, I think, well, I sent it to Kim, Kim, did you post that on the?
Did I post what?
Yeah, I mean, I could,
And then 25 to 50% of what?
it,
The addition itself, but impervious,
yeah, so there's,
related to the addition
I
itself.
think, in addition, the answer is to say that there are already regulations in place, stormwater regulations.
Yes.
For those thresholds, the 25%, 50%, those are already in the bylaw.
This is not brand new. It's
Yeah.
already happened.
right, so like you're saying, like, so you don't understand how that question came to be. They're questioning, saying like, we're going to not be able to do an addition, and might as well tear it down.
And wasn't that guy also saying that,
Is this gold?
it was gonna be a new requirement that people had to maintain their system and provide documentation, like,
On his Facebook post,
yeah, and even when he was
yeah,
talking
oh,
at
yeah.
the meeting. I think he was saying that, cause I remember saying to myself, you already have to maintain it. If you don't maintain it, then it doesn't work.
There's
You know,
also
it's not a
people-
new requirement that's gonna
yeah.
add a
The
cost.
question that
Right.
came up, yeah.
And in most cases, maintenance is just like raking out the leaves.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But he made
Well,
it
that's
sound
why I
like it was a
suggested that
new
additional
thing, you know.
text
Okay.
in the article description, because he was asking about whether somebody'd have to hire something or whatever. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, my husband's response to that comment was the funniest one, and actually the most relevant, when he said, it's kind of like my car. I could change the oil in my car as a homeowner, as an owner of my car. I could absolutely do it. Am I going to get under my car and change the oil every time? Probably not. I'm going to hire somebody to do it. So it's completely up to me as an owner of that vehicle if I go ahead and do the maintenance, or I hire a professional to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, depending
Yeah.
on what the maintenance might be. And if you have an SEM system that is so complicated or unable to, and you don't have equipment available to do it as a homeowner, yes, you're gonna have to hire somebody, but I can't make that decision for you. It's based on what you choose as an owner to install on your property.
Right. The other option is to get a French drain and have fun maintaining that.
Just to back up, I just want to be sure the bylaw is clear on at with enforcement. It applies to only if only up to the completion with all permitting granted. After that, if they follow the regulation correctly, all the permits have been granted, then the town is free and clear if something happens, correct?
Joe,
Well, I don't have to. File in front of me.
I think it's true, right?
I know, I thought there were post-construction enforcement mechanisms as well.
But only if the certain regulations hadn't been followed by the construction.
So like if someone doesn't maintain their SCM
Okay,
and it results in flooding of
Okay.
neighbor's property or the town's property,
okay,
that could result in.
yeah, good
fines.
example, okay, that's a good example. So then they can go to the town if a resident has been affected by this. Can they come to the town, Tom, at that point for a recourse and something like that? If someone's not post-construction, if someone's not following their regulations. That seemed to kind of come up too.
Yeah, so
But
I'm
that's a
not
good
sure,
example.
if it's clear enough in the regs on what conditions we enforce. Is there,
You see what,
yeah,
But it's only if someone's violating the
Yeah.
regulation of the stormwater
Right.
bylaw.
so they
that
don't
the
maintain
town-
it, then, I mean, I guess we could. Maybe there's something should be in the regulations that and I think it might already be there, that we can always ask them for their operation maintenance
Yeah,
records.
yeah. Yes, that is there.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
Um,
so that might be the only
so-
issue if,
but no, I'm thinking of it like in the terms of like a Board of Health thing too, is like. The Board of Health could always ask for a septic system, where's your pump records? We don't have any records at the Board of Health office that you pumped your septic system and now people are saying it smells like sewage.
yeah,
Um,
okay.
um,
There
Yeah.
were a couple of comments.
Yeah, like,
what the
okay,
town's gonna do. Yeah.
Mm,
yeah, so post-construction
question.
conditions shall not result in changes to existing conditions on abutting properties or public ways due to increased volume or peak rate of stormwater runoff, erosion, silting, flooding, displacement, sedimentation, or adverse impacts to wetlands and other resource areas. So, I mean, if someone can prove that the post-construction does have an adverse
Yeah,
impact,
you're
then
right.
that's a violation.
You're right, and then they
And then-
couldn't
and
go to
then-
the town because they violated.
where they're so. Where are their records? Well, we don't have any records, so now they're not maintaining it, so
Yeah.
now. They can probably seek relief from the courts now they don't have any records submitted to the. It's possible they could go that route.
Yeah, I just have a feeling that kind of question can come up. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm just not sure like what we would do in the
I
town.
know, I know.
It would be a fine, like I think that's.
We
the
could
thing.
say, we asked you for your records, you didn't supply, it's after 15 days, we can start fining you
Yeah.
until you either show us a
Okay.
record or,
So the bylaw allows for that.
yes,
Okay.
right, the bylaw, we put
Yes.
in the bylaw, right,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's right,
Is that a hockey injury?
yes. Yeah.
Somewhat
Pull
related,
muscle, yeah.
Tim, can we add the question, do we anticipate this will decrease the likelihood of flooding to adjacent properties? Is it a short answer? Yes, because it will be an engineer requirement. So
So that's in
That's
your
like-
top.
that's why a good one.
Do you
Yeah.
need a copy of this?
I don't have one.
I can print from here,
Okay,
okay.
I'll go fetch them.
Oh, it's just me.
They just,
All right.
all right, I'll give it 2 staples.
Okay.
Well,
How many did you print?
I print 3 copies, so
Okay.
it'll take a few minutes, so.
So did
Yeah.
Joe get up yet?
And then found this question about the, will this update affect small projects? Well, we also have the term land disturbing activity, land disturbances, those are new concepts.
Hold on,
And after that.
confused myself here for a second. What was the other one you wanted me to get on there?
Hold on, I just rolled off of it, hold on.
But the one about the land disturbing,
Yeah,
Kim, it needs to get reworded, in terms of, it reads to me, I guess that's literally what the question was, so it just needs to be put in a neutral.
yeah.
Is that heat?
Where do you see?
What did I say?
Right now, it's just. Okay, and.
So this one here, definition of land disturbing activity.
Yes.
You're the Velcro man.
I know, I'm gonna wrap this, my arm in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did right at the elbow, the tennis elbow thing.
Is it a tendon? Like tendon?
Yeah, it feels it, yeah. It's not radiating, which is good,
It's
so,
fine,
yeah.
All right, and then,
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, I put double sided.
We should find ourselves.
Yeah.
You have one?
just a deal.
This is probably one tree.
Actually, I've got this. I think enough want this.
Okay,
I do have this.
yeah.
And then,
It's a double side for this one, though.
I know.
So you're at 7, you got 3 more questions.
okay, will this update affect small projects like home renovations and minor landscaping? And then any others, guys?
Well, do you have the enforcement one later on, Kim? In the,
Oh, that'd be a good one.
how will the town
Yeah.
enforce?
Yeah, enforcement's
So
important.
why do we have this?
Why?
Well,
I do, I already have a copy if anyone wants.
are we not looking at the other thing? Are we going over the questions and answers?
So this one,
Josh was trying to see something in the bylaws, so he said he didn't have a copy, so I said I'll print one up.
Oh,
Do you need an extra copy?
I just.
Sure.
Give
Interesting.
that to
this one you
Justin.
you want this one in here? How will the town
Yeah,
enforce these new
enforcement.
regulations?
Yeah, there should be something in there about
Yeah,
the regulation, the enforcement.
I'm dating it right now.
Okay, got 2 more questions. And there could be there are 2 that are completely not on here yet. It's up to you guys.
Hmm.
Call
Okay.
bonus questions.
as long as it fits in the.
Extra credit questions. You're not required to follow what I have on here. This is just what I already had.
Yeah, only if you have a lifeline.
Final answer.
Ding, ding, ding.
So what's it look like when you lay it out in this order?
I was working on that and then I got distracted. Hold, please.
Da, na, 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 na.
You like to miss it.
No, we can talk about the enforcement.
You guys are seeing all my secrets of how I do this. This is not fair.
Cut, paste.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I know.
Somehow
And
you're
how long
keeping
it
the
actually took them.
formatting, but moving things around. So you're my hero, because that would not happen for me.
It is a really nice format. I really like it.
Yeah. It breaks up all the text.
Yeah. Makes
Mhm.
it's appealing.
Mhm.
Why is it not?
My daughter has more water bottles than anything. And literally everyone is hand wash only.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, hand wash only. Because then it just gets stacked up right next to the sink. And it's just like, Mom will hand wash them.
And the caps don't all connect. And then some with a straw. It's like, oh, the straws are gone.
Yeah.
How do I hand wash the stupid straw? Does it ever really get clean? I don't know.
That's much more.
Yeah.
We have a cabinet filled with them.
Yeah.
And then this is being recorded, right?
Oh, sorry.
I just took a whole bunch, put them back, like I couldn't match them. They're down in the basement, ready to go to the dump. We're doing the slow walk to the dump. But no one misses them, because they all just got new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
Expensive, and they just keep showing.
Just go back to Watson.
Paper straws, come on.
If anyone wants any more, I have a cabinet of it from
Oh,
20 years
no,
ago.
Jesus.
The old fashioned one. Ella Bean used to have a good.
Mm.
a good, what about
They wasn't Nalgene bottles right there.
Well,
They feel so high.
and my kids drink tap water. What?
Tap water.
Yeah.
Really, they won't drink it.
Oh, God, no.
Needham tap water is wonderful,
It's
right?
great.
Right, Tom?
We're going to awards.
And Nords is supposed to be good too.
I
Oh,
totally trust the tap.
no,
We have
I'm trying to think of
testing information too, yeah.
what day is at my house. It's like the most expensive one, and that's all my husband's son will drink. Yeah.
Yes.
Tap water?
How would you get it, Britta?
Oh, no. What's one of the expensive brands?
Didn't you tell him that tap water has like fluoride in it and that's why they have to drink it? That's what my mother used to tell me.
Yeah, don't go there.
It's like I need to put bottled water in my hand wash only, container just for a double negative. Oh,
Not Fiji water.
yes.
Oh, really? Yeah, what's
Yes.
the environmental damage taking water from one hemisphere to the other? Are you kidding me?
Where's that from?
It tastes different.
I was just gonna ask.
No,
you,
it can't be
taste the
from-
Yes,
difference?
it
You can't taste the difference. I don't, obviously, I don't drink water. I don't particularly care about my health. But no, it's Fiji. Yeah.
Fiji.
What's the water they
In
take
the
from an
square
iceberg?
bottle.
From an
Square bottle.
iceberg.
Yeah.
Heavy black bottle.
They take an iceberg and they melt it down. You can't get any more.
Well, they're melting anyway.
Clear water.
Might
Might
as
as well
well
bottle
collect
it,
it. This is the death.
A
of
million
the
year old water.
joy. It's totally Fiji.
It's so expensive. And then the other one, do they have,
But my
Salt.
son just started working at Shaw's, so I get a 5% discount.
Great.
Isn't that
Prices are
great?
terrible.
Yeah. I save more with the coupons that I have on my account than his 5%.
Is there a Shaw's in Norwood?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we have like 5 supermarkets in Norwood.
Do you? Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Those churches are so pretty in the center.
all right, so where are you staying with this now?
Churches.
Yeah.
We were into flooding.
And that's true, it is engineering, we're engineering stuff not to flood the neighbors, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, I engineering.
Sorry, in that answer, engineering requirement, right?
There'll be an engineer requirement to design. The stormwater.
Is it
There will be an engineer requirement.
engineering or engineer?
Engineering.
Is it a verb or a noun?
The requirement will be an engineer.
Mhm.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is it engineering or is it an
Requirement
engineer?
for an engineer.
engineer.
An engineer's a person, engineer. a person.
Yes.
So Kim, can you go up and make a small edit?
Hold please.
So she probably copied and pasted what I said, which is yes, because there will be an engineer requirement to design the stormwater mitigation system and designed to ensure less runoff rate and volume to adjacent properties. So does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if there's a question about
Or
like,
engineering, it would
If-
be an engineering.
costs not, we do this, costs not going up 1.5 times, it was like 1.5 inches.
Right,
It's all case by case, your infiltration tank may be just size bigger.
yeah,
not-
so
It wouldn't be
we,
more.
yeah, we figured like for every 1,000 square feet more of impervious area, they would have to add another chamber surrounded by stone, so.
And that's above what the current.
Above the current, yeah,
Okay.
so.
I think it might initiate more renovation
Ah.
in addition. I really do.
Mm.
It means
Why?
less smaller construction. Just because it's not that, I mean, I think for a new construction, we're making it a little more rigid. Which it should be, and we gotta do it.
Because they need to build, I mean, they should be building out of the water table, and if they are building in the water table, then they have to do other mitigation.
Oh, yeah, that's an
Right.
additional mitigation
Yeah.
too, right?
Oh,
That's not required now, right? Tom?
Right, for existing construction, we're not. Well,
But that's
we're gonna
all-
have it, we'll have a provision, but it won't be like. Like
Yeah.
new construction provisions.
Yeah,
on the regs, you talk about if you're going to be below, if you're digging into the water table.
Yeah.
You have to effectively have a cistern, right, on site.
If they add the storage that you're displacing on site.
All right, and does that have to be above the water table?
That would have
Because
to
they're not
be,
gonna create double.
yeah, that would have to be 2 feet above the water table as well.
are you talking about a chamber?
A chamber, not infiltration, but like basically if someone's below the water table.
Yeah,
Dig in the water table.
Yeah.
You said they have to, you can't put a small drain, they have to do effectively water
Sure, yeah.
storage.
Yeah.
And that
Not
would be below
infiltration.
ground?
That'd be, it could be below ground, but.
Could be above ground too. I
Well,
mean,
the guy,
yeah, the guy on George Agate, he's
Yeah.
doing an
What-
above
what-
ground.
What about with renovation, Tom? Would that be required for just renovation? Or you could leave it as is, the existing?
Yeah, so renovation, I think it's less restrictive,
Because if I had a well-built house,
Yeah,
which I feel my house is well-built, I'd much rather go for a renovation and an addition. than
Right.
Go through all that
yeah.
tear down and,
But I think we were saying in the regs, not the bylaws, so just make sure I separate that out, that if you are doing an addition, you need to re-permit your connection to the drain.
Right,
So that might give an opportunity, it's like while you're doing your addition, you need to do like a little dry well before it enters our drain. So I'm not sure if it's specified in the
Yeah,
regs.
yeah.
But
All
Well, for
right,
new
so thus
construction.
far, this is what you have 2 questions left, which would fit in these 2 slots here. But we're
how many
at the
pages are we
2,
at?
we're at 2 pages right now with 8 questions.
Can you just
Right,
recap what
8 questions.
what we
Wait.
do have without reading every word, but just what are
Yep.
the key
We have
points?
the purpose. What is the importance of stormwater
yeah,
runoff? How does this benefit? Decrease the likelihood of flooding for adjacent properties?
And on that
Recommended
answer-
changes impact the cost to build, which that could be made much shorter if we want to take out some stuff. Why was 1.5 inches of rain chosen? Define land disturbing activity or land disturbance. I have to reword the question, but, and how will the town enforce?
Okay,
Nice.
and it fits on 2 pages, so do we call it, say, our top 8? If you want 2 more, I'd suggest question 1, what is impervious surface and what is what are stormwater control measures and why are they important?
Mm.
But that would get us up to 10, but now we'll move on to page 3, right?
Yeah.
Kim, one other that perhaps it's buried in there is what are the triggers that require
Oh, yeah.
this bylaw coming into play?
Yeah,
Is
which one?
It was
It's
sort of in there
741.
earlier, but it was a little confusing the way it was written, but it seems like that deserves a real crisp answer.
Activity subject to the stormwater bylaw?
Yeah, what projects trigger this bylaw regulation?
I don't think I have a list of
mean,
projects that would
I mean,
trigger.
it's kind of in here,
That section right there, you're.
what is the burden on,
741, activities subject to the stormwater bylaw.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. It was previously on page 4.
because we had this, what is the burden on the property owner to meet
Go
the
down.
requirement? It even gets into trees.
So this one?
Okay, oh, wait, but that's what was
Is that
down there.
previous?
You copied and pasted that? Yeah, okay.
But
Is that-
somehow that word trigger seems like it is kind of important language.
Do we want to put that on the possibilities?
Well, I mean, that's what we're talking about, what triggers the bylaw, and that list that you got highlighted, that's kind of a mixed bag of
Yeah.
of things. I'm not sure those are all triggers of
I think
project.
burden is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's how the question came up, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can edit our question, yeah.
How about responsibility?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, John, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Or what about opportunity?
Yeah, we gotta make it small.
You're a glass half full, aren't you?
Certainly am. I'm known for my sparkling,
Yeah.
sunshine-like personality around the office.
And we may be
We can
pretty-
reword them once we figure out what 10 questions we want. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're getting pretty close, and maybe we need to get the list and all sort of look at it again and see if it's covering all the key points.
Yeah, so
Yep.
when that question came up, yeah. They said, what is the burden?
So I like John's phrasing, like what triggers
Yeah.
this bylaw?
What is the trigger
Yeah,
for
what-
property owners to meet the requirements?
Doesn't it say that?
What are the triggers that would
Burden.
require a stormwater review?
Yeah,
Construction that triggers review may have to add drainage mitigation.
Yeah, I think that's. And it's very size additions 20-50%.
I think the first 5 words.
Is there any way of getting a copy tonight? Of what we decide tonight?
Oh, three system. Yeah.
So can we just upload this right to the SharePoint folder?
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah.
Before we close?
Yeah.
Okay.
so do you want me to remove some of these bullets?
Yes,
Which ones?
I think keep the first 3 and the 5th and delete everything else.
Wait, are you getting rid of connections to town drainage or street permits?
So street permits do trigger it. But it's not just connections to the town drainage permit.
Okay,
Should we have taken out conservation commission?
well, that's just,
Because that's
yeah,
your own
jurisdiction.
bylaw for that.
Yeah,
This is what triggers it, jurisdictions, like, well, that's not new information.
yeah, that, right, that's right. That's existing.
And the 3 trees, it's nice, but it doesn't, those don't trigger.
Right.
Could we put in also, new sports courts?
Yes,
Because that would be a trigger by itself.
sports courts and do we say earth moving, or do we say that?
Changing
Grading or impervious
Yeah.
areas, yeah.
Yeah,
So what do we want?
don't know yet.
Joe said, sports courts.
But we didn't put sports courts in here, I don't
It's
think.
not,
Yeah.
no, but it's just in general,
Change in grade in our existing water flows result in additional surface water shed onto property.
Do you want to say parentheses, sports courts?
sure.
Does that work, Joe?
Including. but not
Yes,
limited
maybe
to.
sports courts and large driveways.
All right, yep.
So what are
Sports
we,
courts,
what am
sports
I saying?
courts.
Land disturbance, what?
I think,
Yeah, we also have land disturbances, right? Like, and that's changing grading,
I think it just goes in the last bullet,
the good grading.
grading or impervious areas.
Yeah, part of,
Stormwater
and in
flows.
parentheses.
So Kim,
Yeah,
so I would go up one bullet,
uh-huh.
change
Yeah.
grading or impervious areas that redirect stormwater flows such as. Or including but not limited to sports courts.
Yeah, because it's.
Yeah, including but not limited to.
Sports.
is best.
Yeah.
Pickleball courts,
Yeah.
tennis courts, swimming pools.
But you didn't say.
In parentheses or as part of the sentence?
Whichever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys gonna be at that town meeting? We will.
We have another meeting scheduled, all right?
No.
We don't,
What do we need another meeting?
I thought we had one scheduled.
because we'll miss each
I
other.
mean,
too
I know we'll
much.
miss each other.
I think we should. have
Okay,
one
hold on a
for
second, guys.
finance.
Before you get carried away here, hold on a sec. Let me finish where I'm at here. We have one more question to put up here if you want 10, just to have an idea for tonight.
Yep.
So one more question, pick one more question. I don't care what it is.
I like the impervious in the,
We can even put in there, do you know where your kids
We
are
have a
tonight as a
request for
question? I don't care.
impervious. What is impervious?
yeah, I think that's important so they understand.
What is impervious surface? Is that the other one?
Yeah, that's the first
That
question.
the pavers are included under impervious in this. Of the Conservation Commission. It's still.
You're right, I thought, for some reason, I thought we had another one.
And do we include SCMs or? Is that-
No. That was not on the list of the ones you guys said you wanted.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you think the town meeting members care about whether the staff level is able to handle the regulation?
Yeah,
I think that will be in
but.
FinCom's presentation or something.
Maybe that should be in the 10 without all the, all the detail that has been put together, just to say we got it covered.
I don't want to say that.
Well, we'll let you word it. Do you not want to have it at all?
No, because this is really a very much an unknown.
Okay,
There's no W in stormwater bylaw.
Do you want to go silent
Did you see it?
No,
and let Kevin explain it at the meeting?
Oh,
well, I think
Oh, you mean,
FinCom, well,
like,
if it comes
like
up,
ahead?
FinCom may mention it,
Cute.
but I don't know.
There
if
was
we
a
have to-
heading that didn't have a W in it, the bylaw.
No,
A lot.
no.
There it
Okay,
is.
Joe.
Okay, So here are the 10
Stormwater.
top
Great.
10.
Great.
So here are the 10, and I'm gonna put these up on,
Do you want
Uh,
to print it too?
I'd love it. It will go on double-sided on one page, right?
no, it'll hit
Yes.
3 pages.
No.
Oh,
Can you go back, Kim? We can probably squeeze it on,
We
right?
could edit the questions.
Yeah.
just make it like a 8 point.
I was looking for font.
Were you before?
Right.
And we'll give everyone,
Any chance you can email it to us?
You'll need
Yeah.
2 monocles.
Can you make it bigger?
if they can't read it, they can't complain.
So it's at 11, which is the standard font. Do you want
Well,
it
yeah.
smaller?
Point
But there's
75.
one answer that's really, really long.
Yeah. What was that really long one?
Do you want to change this to 10-point font?
No.
No, let's do the really long one. I mean, a good editor can always,
How will the recommended changes impact the cost to build?
all right. You know. Is there any
So-
danger of putting, I mean, those are ranges, right? And
Yep.
Engineering plan, 3,000 to 7,000, it's like. Do we want to get in a conversation where it's,
Yeah, Kevin, I
It's
think.
kind of opening a can of worms.
Yeah,
yeah, I think we're kind of asking for,
Yeah.
wait, you said a 2-inch tree was gonna be $275. I think,
Kevin, I think, yeah, if you have those numbers, if the question comes up, then
Yeah.
it's good, but not in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advertise it.
So
so let's take that chart out. Bam, done.
As long as we still have, yeah.
Yeah, so we have it, we have the information. I'll have it in the quiver.
Okay, and is it 2 pages?
Oh, it's just one.
2 pages.
more
2
questions.
pages.
All
all right.
right.
Okay,
Okay, season, not the.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, so next up is what? We got this.
Hold on. I can't do 7 things at the same time. You're gonna have to give me a second.
Hold, please.
We only
I
asked for
should be
6,
asking.
come on.
I
My
thought you were
hand has been-
superhuman.
My hand has been cramping all day. Give me a break.
Sorry.
We appreciate
So-
every minute. Yeah, we do.
A
Thank
couple
you.
questions, so we'll schedule a meeting for town meeting,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
And
When is
then-
that again?
Monday. At 7:30 in the afternoon.
Right,
And then, okay, yeah. we
Uploading
do
them
that.
now.
and then the final meeting for the select board, should that be with the, wait, do
With
we have to do
regs.
minutes?
We can do that, regs. Yeah, we can approve,
I don't know when that's gonna be scheduled, though.
right?
A closeout for the select board to say, because we have the last set of minutes that
We can put that on our consent agenda. I don't
to
think-
the select board.
Yeah. I don't think we need to vote on
Okay.
it.
Okay,
Um,
so effectively we did our closeout with select board at the hearing.
Can't believe tomorrow's October 1st.
Yeah,
Finally.
we've been doing this for 15 months.
I think, I
I
think,
repotted all of my tropical plants before I came back
Right.
to work.
Okay, so it is uploaded to the SharePoint site, okay? Yes,
Kim, one thing,
yes.
what was the question with engineer?
Oops,
oh,
sorry.
engineer versus
Yeah,
engineering
yeah, yeah.
requirement.
Let me,
Okay.
should I expand it again? You see how that reads? Should we ask ChatGPT?
What's the
GPT,
question?
sure. What was the one you wanted?
Oh, yeah, the question at the bottom of the first page. There will be an engineering requirement.
There will be an engineer or engineering requirement. Engineering.
Well, is the requirement to get an engineer or to do engineering,
To do engineering.
right? So it's engineering.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's engineering.
thank you.
Yeah, hold please. Let me go back to. That flyer, top 10, because that was the original.
And speaking of that, just quickly, you had sent an email of Dave Herrera's question about volumetric versus,
Yeah,
I mean.
I think John did, right? And did I respond to it?
You did,
Yeah,
John, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
basically agreed with what Tom was saying. It just
Okay,
saying it slightly differently, but I thought you got it covered. And it really
Good.
almost provides another factor of safety in terms of achieving additional infiltration.
Yeah, so his concern is that people are going to focus in on like, well, if I use dynamic infiltration at the same time, I can put a smaller system.
Yeah.
But I think it reads to size it for 1.5 inches,
okay.
without the.
Yeah.
In,
And
in the,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then
I'm
you could-
sorry.
but the
So
guidance-
basically, Kevin, what he's saying is like, they're thinking that people will want to design a system that basically only holds 1 inch or less of water because it's infiltrating into the ground. So assuming it's actually infiltrating, it's moving
Ah.
1.5 inches of water out of it within a specific time frame based on standard storms. But what we're saying is that in a large storm event, it comes too fast. It's not going to filter in that much if you're not holding the volume of at least 1.5 inches.
right.
Okay,
And it's further
Good.
discussed in the regulations too, right?
Mind you, I
Yeah,
am not an
we-
engineer, but that is my plain
We can
person
be
speak.
more, even more clear in the regs, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're on track with it. Way
Okay.
we-
Started out.
So here is the schedule as we had it
Yeah.
before. Can we see my screen still?
Yes.
Not really.
No.
with a bigger
Maybe it's my eyes are fading.
public.
Fading?
listens.
What do you mean
Finance committee
fading?
did that.
Been there.
Just tell us the key dates.
Were we gonna do something on cable or something, or did,
I got,
no,
yes,
it
we're
didn't
gonna do
work?
something. We're gonna do something. Yeah, we got that.
Oh, that's getting nice and big.
All right,
that
so
better?
was the meeting prior, so select board meeting prior to town meeting did that. Then we had.
Yes,
town
I
meeting.
grayed out all the stuff we did. This is
Woo-hoo,
all the stuff we
nice.
did. Yay. Look at all the
Nice.
stuff we got done.
Yeah, we're good.
Nice.
All right, and so then.
Now
we-
I have
Thank you.
town meeting here and then I have the next select board hearing on the 29th for the regulations. Whether or not that date is correct or not, I'm not sure.
Okay,
And where's our party?
well.
Well,
Yeah,
we're not
we-
advertising it. We don't want interlopers coming in and
It's
enjoying
not-
And you have to
themselves.
dress up.
Stormwater working group wannabes.
Mm,
It's gonna pass.
If we pass it,
Yeah,
and then. we
Everybody
solve-
wants to be
You don't
us.
have to Post anything.
if it doesn't,
Just
if
have a
it doesn't pass, well, we'll all be.
If it
together
doesn't
again.
pass,
Forever.
I'm gonna scream like a banshee.
Then
Okay.
we will still be working on.
All right. So there is the updated timeline.
Stormwater working group.
Come play with us.
I feel like we should be voting on another meeting date because we need to continue going over the Q&A and try to get those done. So I'd
Wait.
like to have meetings up until
We
the,
don't do this anymore.
I agree, Kim, but you know,
Sue.
No,
but
this-
say if it passes through, town meeting,
Yeah.
are we still gonna be together working on regulations, firming up regulations, changing any, amending any regulations, adding?
I
on?
believe we are doing it until select board accepts our regulations. We should be meeting up through that. Until all of this is done and passed.
Another year,
We don't know what the date of that is.
right, so.
Good.
So in October,
Have you seen that progressive commercial?
are there days in October
woman
people
that
are
stops
open
her,
to
like,
seeing
she's
each other
in
again?
After town meeting.
After town meeting?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how are we gonna discuss the Q and As?
We just did. What do you mean?
I think we should have one more meeting before town meeting.
Because you guys didn't say that you guys didn't say that the Q and A, those 10 are the final ones. You said you
Oh, I
wanted to
think
look
they
at it
are.
again.
Does everyone want to make a motion?
I'd like to kind of read them over.
But we don't have time. It has to go in the mail because the warrant's gonna.
Oh,
be
that's
sent
right,
out.
that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
We need to finalize that
What
tonight.
days the warrant gonna be sent out?
Well, it's printed today, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be sent out
Oh,
probably
this week.
this week or
Yeah.
maybe next
Okay.
week, but yeah.
The Q&A will be sent right in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm confident. I mean, I read them today. The answers are good. The questions are good. I mean, we made them
You don't
more
want to be
neutral.
with us anymore.
It's not true. So I suggest we meet tomorrow. So,
So should we make a motion to accept this Q&A and submit it to the town clerk?
so moved.
I,
Oh, you go ahead.
okay, who moved?
Josh.
Josh
wait, no,
moved,
he
who
made the-
seconded?
You did the motion, Sue
me
seconded.
and Sue were
Uh,
still fighting. All right, I'll give it to
Sue
Sue
and
this
Deb
time.
seconded.
Yeah,
Okay, to submit the top 10 Q&A document we just created
Yeah,
to the town clerk to include with the warrant article mailing.
And
yes.
then what about the summary? Will
The
that be
summary,
submitted too?
that's the town manager who did that and submitted it, so that's not,
It's already good.
That's fine. We don't vote
But
on
no,
it.
the summary that
What's changing?
you guys did.
oh, the what's changing one? I mean, that's something we could just have with
looking
us
for a
for the
reason for us to
discussion.
meet Sue.
It could be something you
yes,
could just
yes,
have with
yes.
you
The
during the
what's
town
changing.
meeting, if you want to have that with you.
That's what I'm thinking of, is the what's changing.
Do we need to discuss that, or are we thinking I just provide it to you guys as backup documentation along with that
All right, you print out the,
Yeah.
printout of the,
I'd love, yeah,
I picture you
I-
up
I'd
here
love
with
to
the
see it.
microphone going.
I can add it to the SharePoint.
Question
great.
up.
And then, you know, it can
Like
be
an
added
MC
to
or
the digital table for
Table,
town meeting members. It doesn't have to go with the. You know, we're just seeing if it doesn't go with the warrant, that might be okay.
Yeah.
But it will
Noise
get,
canceling
it will get to
digital
town
table.
meeting.
Dave Letterman. Dave
No, no,
Letterman.
no. So-
And besides,
No.
we'll have some consent.
Yeah, Casey Kasem.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right, we're gonna do a vote to accept the Q&A.
The
So,
top 10 Q&A.
top 10 Q&A, John Salo,
Yes,
Josh Levy.
Yes.
Sue Barber.
yes.
Tom Ryder,
Yes.
Deb Anderson,
Yes.
and Joe Prondak.
yes.
And I vote yes too. All right, it's passed. Next up, all right, so do you want to meet after town meeting to discuss regs? Do you want to pick a date?
So no more meetings until the town meeting, but
Right.
should we, is there anything we should know before the town meeting? Do you
No.
think we should meet once?
No, what will happen is town meeting, we will probably
Do we sit down below?
Yes.
come down to the table. the
I've only sat up
proponents-
above.
You're coming down to the proponent's table.
Mm.
And you'll sit there and be at the ready to be pulled up for questioning.
Wait, so do I stay upstairs until our
Yeah,
part
yeah.
comes and then I come downstairs?
Yeah, just as, I think, well, it's now what,
The
article,
last. it's the last.
Oh,
yeah,
The very
We're
last.
article what?
Is it?
yeah, it's the last article.
No, it might not be Monday. I do.
Oh, no. It's, I think this is now Article 7.
So I should plan on being there
Present.
until midnight?
How many articles?
Seven.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
it
be
for
short.
me. Oh,
Right.
okay.
I'm sorry, where's Kim? I'm sorry.
How many
That's okay.
controversial things are on before us?
Maybe one.
Okay.
So it's at
There
least
you
at
go.
10 PM night. I'm just
There's
trying to
always one.
prepare.
Right. And then, so you stay, up in the balcony or whatever, and then when it's coming up, you come down and you sit up straight, because you'll be on,
okay.
all eyes are on you, okay?
Put your emotional shield
They're on
on
me.
when everybody
Right.
starts coming
And then
after us.
I guess we'll just gather and do a quick roll call.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to roll calls, we're in.
That's
right?
what the planning board usually does.
Well,
They do something before and then they go
Right.
in and then they.
Well, then we would have to post a. notice.
Right. Well, yeah, we're gonna do that.
A
Yeah.
meeting
I
within a-
also need to
Yes.
post minutes
Meeting
from
person.
the select board
We
and this
could
meeting.
We could meet at like we're meeting.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I know.
I think
So we can have a pep talk.
Should we check with town council on the appropriate way of doing it? Because I thought planning board usually has
They have a
Meeting.
pre-meeting.
they have a pre-meeting and then they,
Select board does the same thing. We meet at like
Yeah.
6:30.
Mhm.
We go into set and then we make a motion
Yeah.
to stay in committee until after town meeting, till town meeting adjourns.
You could do-
That's why it's like we can take votes
We'd be
as
the
a select
last anyway.
board during town meeting. So a
we
meeting within.
we have to vote to close after town
Yeah.
meeting closes or something like that.
We
Okay.
can do that.
So
We
we
all
don't-
wear blue.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
should definitely coordinate how we're dressing.
all right, blue.
Should we have t-shirts made?
I said,
Team, Storm, your team.
I thought we already ordered though. So that's town meeting and then after town meeting, let's do,
So we're just gonna all be the town meeting, just, it starts at 7, right?
yeah. Now,
7:30.
Oh, it's 7:30, okay. 10:20,
let, you know,
7:30.
let me, do you want me to?
Do a doodle poll.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what the agenda is for select board if we're gonna be talking regulations. And so that would move us. And, you know, for us to squeeze in between the 20th and the 28th.
I think doing a doodle poll might be better, because we just don't know when regulations are gonna be discussed.
Not too tricky.
All right, so we can send I can send something over saying, be prepared for a doodle pool for just a
Doodle pool.
doodle pool.
Doodle pool.
Doodle in your doodle pool.
Right, because that, it might be that we'll be doing this in early November
Yeah,
and then go to select board.
So in other words, we're getting together again to review the regulations.
Yes, your dream has come true.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
After town meeting, then we go, after that, we go in front of the board of selectmen again. with the
Yeah,
Regulations.
so it's the regulation.
And then they vote.
When we go in front of the select board again, is that when I would present these last couple of meetings, meeting minutes for you guys to accept them? Because our effective,
Yeah, I guess we'd have to do
Yeah.
that.
our
Okay.
effective committee is defunct, no?
Don't say that.
I know, that's
So
sad.
that we have to approve our minutes and say goodbye, do a group hug. And then,
someone's gonna bring cookies, right?
Don't you worry, Deb, I will still have my hand warmers
Sue's
available to
hoping
you,
it
whatever you
doesn't
need.
pass.
we'll do it again. All right. The comma's out of place. We can't possibly pass.
Sue's gonna
this.
start campaigning.
So I'm sure we can
Against
find
us.
another bylaw to edit for you if you'd like.
Are there any other town problems that we can be a committee about? Just let us know.
There are more numbers than we technically-
Yes, exactly.
I'm looking for your question and answer. Did you
Josh's
upload
poor
it?
little baby is gonna graduate high school before we end this committee.
Oh,
Who's graduating?
His baby.
Josh's
baby.
baby.
There you go.
Who's gonna graduate where?
No, it was in German.
By the time we finish.
Oh.
Since we've had our stormwater group, he's had children and stuff. It's just crazy.
Okay.
I can.
Hey, you back. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not sharing anymore. My screen just
Yes.
gets funky when I have too many things up.
All right, is there anything else we
Okay.
need to do?
I need to print this for you guys.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay,
I
thank
added
you.
all the
Oh.
documents that we just talked about onto the documents folder in SharePoint.
One more,
I will continue working on meeting minutes. And we will be sending out a doodle poll to find out when people are available after town meeting to meet again, once we
Yes.
find out when select board will be voting on regulations. However, in that one meeting, we would have to be discussing any changes we think we need to make. So it may be one meeting or it may be two. I don't know if we want to schedule two, just in case. And
Before we
then
go, hold
have,
on a second.
before we go in front of the Board of Selectmen, and then we can always cancel it if we don't need it. I think we'd rather have it than not have it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
One more thing.
secondary to, okay, go ahead.
Oh, it just came, if you could reach out to Miles and get the final language of the warrant for the.
If I have to, yes, I can reach out to Miles and get the final language that the select board sent for the warrant and make sure that that draft is what is posted on the website. I'm going to put out there that I don't anticipate changing my compare document because it took me like 3 hours to do it.
I agree. Yeah, that was, thank you for doing it, but that was too much time.
I don't feel like it was a huge benefit, but Amy was insistent, so I went with it.
Katie, you've done a superior job.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. You guys have been really great, and I thank you for putting up with my, dare I say it, anal retentive nature. So I'm sorry for my
You're very patient.
constant pushing,
We
but
appreciate your anal retention.
Did John just ask,
Yes.
if we can go into the town website and get the warrant article, right?
once it's posted,
The
sure,
town-
but the
the
warrant
town
article's
website.
not up there yet. Yeah.
Right, when it is, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And so we'll see the forward that's with it.
I can't.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Anyone up for adjourning?
I move to adjourn.
I think you said it.
Josh moves,
do.
2 seconds.
Yeah, where are we going?
Vote. All right, did someone second?
Who's seconding?
I'll second that emotion.
Okay.
Deb
that's-
seconds.
John, anything? You're good, John?
Yes.
All right, good, okay. Great. All right, here we go. Yeah, John Saylor, you just voted yes. Josh Levy.
Yes.
Sue Barber.
Yes.
Tom Ryder.
Yes.
Deb Anderson.
Yes.
Joe Prondak,
Yes.
and I vote yes. We are adjourned. Thank
Okay.
you, everyone.
Good night.
Have a good night.